Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the most electrifying mini podcast in sports entertainment. Welcome to UTR presents Boom Goes the Dynamite. Yes, folks, it's me, your boy, Candango. Yes, I am here doing the show with my boy, the man with the beard in his hand, Mr. Who? Matty Reigns.
What is up, good people? Kenny is here to help me not jack this up. Mongo has gave me the controls and still trying to figure it out. Yeah, look at Maddie's background. That's what I was busy trying to get it all together, make it look all nice and spectacular. What's up, Maddie? Our predictions champion. Predictions are tomorrow. Don't forget, it is a double show. This is Boom Goes the Dynamite. As you can see with my fancy little background, AEW Dynamite. We're going to be talking about, of course, AEW Dynamite tonight. Also going to be giving a little brief recap of what happened last night on NXT. I think Mongo said
yes.
New starting soon thing with all their Twitters. He probably is. Mongo had surgery earlier today, and he is already on the road to recovery.
Right, Mongo surgery, back at home, talking shit to us via chat. So that man is doing well. Of course, fans, please always send your best wishes to him. If you are friends with Mongo on any type of social media, he is always welcome to any good wishes, well wishes. So please reach out to the brother. He loves y'all, even though Batty screams on him on a regular.
Right.
But you know what, Batty, though? Don't feel bad, because ask Matt. Me and Mongo's relationship started with us arguing every day for like 2 months.
Before I knew Mongo that he was like a gentle giant, I used to be scared of Mongo because the beard and everything. I just thought he was just some like mean white dude.
Like Sasquatch.
Right.
Like just some Sasquatch that just likes to just eat people. Turn to find out this dude is like in a legit oversized teddy bear. We're like, what the shit? How did that happen?
But in other news, well, we're also gonna the big main event for tonight. Obviously, it's right there on the headline. Edge versus Christian. Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage in 2023. Yeah, we do say some fucked up shit. We punch each other, then we besties. That's how all men are. That's how we're the crew from Family Guy before Family Guy became stupid.
Right.
Before Cleveland had his own show.
Pretty much. That's exactly what we are. We're the group that hangs out at the Clam.
Basically.
That's us. But yes, Matt. Edge versus Christian in 2023.
We're gonna have that for the TNT Championship. I mean, honestly, they're saying it's a match that's 13 years in the making. It honestly is. Kenny can't go one damn show without mentioning Clem. Show okay?
Show enough can't.
I'm looking forward to this match. I don't know what to expect. I'm not expecting no 5-star match. I'm just expecting good storytelling with a little bit of WWE put into it because that's the only way they know how to wrestle at this point. You think title gonna change?
Cookies! Preach! Say it again! Preach!
That title, the TNT title, ever since Cody has left, has just become kind of just null and void. It's low-key pointless.
Cookies!
That's a title that they don't need to be fighting over this title. This is a match that doesn't technically even need to have that title involved.
Cookies!
So,
look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing for your comment, Cookies.
Right there.
Okay.
But question for y'all: do y'all expect to see a title change tonight, or are they going to drag this out even longer.
They're gonna drag this out. Here's the thing. I don't think I would mind this feud if there was not a belt involved.
Right.
Y'all know how I feel about these old timers grabbing belts. I can't stand it. There is way too much young, ready talent that should be taking over the reins. One of these young, ready talents I saw this past Friday, and he was also having a match tonight. Swerve. All right. Yes. Yes. That's right. That's right. What you call it? Swerve.
Usually, I'm not in the camp of these old men shouldn't be taking up TV time, but honestly, I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them fight. I'd rather see somebody like the Swerve and the Speed. Yeah, Kenny took them photos. That's all Kenny right there.
Any pictures that you see on our page of any wrestling event, 100% definitely me. Right. But oh yeah, me and Speed and Prince Nana are besties. So I call him Speed. You know what I mean? I call him Speeds. But listen, you got people like Swerve. Even though Speedball isn't in Impact, but Speed, you have so much young talent in AEW. Like, you have so much young talent in AEW that you don't need Christian holding on to a belt, and you don't need right. Right.
This, honestly, if you think about it, this is the equivalent of Goldberg Brock.
Exactly the equivalent. And Matt, his wife called.
His wife called him all.
And Matt, you know I am a Brock Lesnar fan.
Right.
But how many I stay getting pissed when Brock has a belt. I am a Brock Lesnar fan, and I get so pissed when they put a belt on him. The purpose of wrestling and the reason why they're going the routes that they're going is to keep the younger generation involved, is to get more young eyes on the product and stuff like that. Nah, yo, Speedball, my man Speedball looks like, if anybody's ever seen the original Karate Kid, go to part 2 when he went to Okinawa with Mr. Miyagi. Speedball looks like Daniel LaRusso and the dude that he fought had a love child together. That's who Speedball looks like. That's who he looks like. He is the love child of that feud. But like I said, I'm a fan of Brock Lesnar. I'm a fan of Christian. I'm a fan of Edge. Like, I'm a fan of these people. Except CM Punk. I'm a fan of these people. But they don't need to have belts, especially at this stage of their careers.
It's crazy, because I agree with you on that. It's crazy they do this with Christian and they're doing this with Edge, and they've done it with people like Jericho, but then they do the perfect type of run with someone who didn't need a belt, who we know didn't need a belt, and Sting. Sting has been there all this time and has not been. He's probably had like one title match. He knows he doesn't need to be in the title picture, and he's just chilling. Just have dream matches. Have these matches that nobody has ever seen you in before. And you don't need a belt, because your legacy. You're like, there's nothing else you need to prove. Your legacy is your legacy, regardless of what you do in AEW. This is just
like, we know who Christian is. We know who Adam Copeland Edge is. We know who Chris Jericho is. All right, like, Chris Jericho being the first champion, I understand. Mm-hmm. We all completely understood that. You wanted an established person as champion to get this company off the ground. We 500% got that. It was the absolute best move for the company. 100%. But right, right, you got exactly. And I saw a recent. Speaking of the Hardys, real quick, I saw a recent snippet of an interview where Jeff said at one point he felt like a ghost walking around backstage in WWE because he didn't have shit to do, and he said he feels like that again now in AEW. Well, Jeff, hate to tell you this, you're old. You're supposed to be feeling like a goddamn ghost.
Jeff, what they fail to realize.
Listen, he got to realize he's old.
What a lot of them have failed to realize, and they just need to just do this. Just shut up and get paid.
Yes. Look at Sting. Like you said, look at Sting.
Shoot, forget Sting. Look at Miro. Miro saw that Tony Khan was a fool. He has full creative. He gets to say yes or no on the what type of creative is going. He basically he's basically WCW Hogan. He has creative control. He can do whatever he wants. He sits at home and plays video games.
And looks at his hot wife.
And looks at his hot wife. He sits at home and plays video games. And people be like, where's Miro at? They don't have anything for him creative. Or they have stuff. He just shoots it down because he thinks it's stupid. He's still getting his check regardless. And that's what Jeff Hardy and them got to do. If he wants to be creative, he can still be creative. He's just not going to be creative on that wrestling match. He better go do his little music. He better do his music. He better do everything but drugs and alcohol. Because you're not about to be doing it. He fails to realize that, and I say this every time I get a chance to say it. AEW is old school WCW. Yeah, you're an established name, but that does not mean you're going to be getting established name type of spotlight. You'll get your little spotlight every now and then, but you're the wily vet now. Y'all, the Hardy Boys, y'all are wily vets. That's why they had y'all with Private Party. Like,
right.
Y'all
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all supposed to be putting people over, not literally, but y'all going to be giving people that rub, giving people that push, getting people to legitimize certain teams on TV. But the time of y'all having a tag title run, that went away because of Jeff himself. That's Jeff's fault. They don't have nothing creative. He messed up
big time.
Now, other stuff going on tonight in AEW Dynamite.
I got the lineup right here, brother. I got the lineup.
They got MJF and Samoa Joe are going to be teaming up against a team selected by the Devil.
The Devil's Goons. That's exactly what they're naming them. The Devil's Goons. The Devil's Goons. Yo, listen. Private Party have them in NYC wearing do-rags. Reggie, come on. We all know. We saw Jeff singing Jagged Edge at Teddy Long's wedding. Jeff Ben had a do-rag in his back pocket. The Private Party ain't do that one. Okay. Who y'all think the Devils are the Devil's Goons? Wardlow is exactly Jeff Ben at the cookout. Wardlow, one of them has to be Wardlow. Yeah. One of them definitely has to be Wardlow due to the hate that he has for MJF. But then again, MJF gets hate from everybody.
I don't even the Devil's Goons. At this point, what's his face? Cage, Wardlow. Is this storyline? I don't even know who could possibly be the Devil at this point. I don't even know who could be the.
Nah, Roddy and the boys come out at the at the end of this whole scenario when Adam Cole turns on MJF and then walks away with Roddy and the boys. Because that's what this is all. That's what this all has to lead up to.
Right.
Like this, like the turn in this relationship with Adam Cole and MJF has to be Cole turning on MJF. Like if that doesn't happen, then I don't know what the hell that we've been wasting our time for. Oh, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that because Dr. King Dango knew what West had. I'll tell you about that in a second.
Segue because we can split up the Dynamite talk. We can go in right into NXT. Last night on NXT, it was supposed to be the go home show for Deadline, which is this Saturday on Peacock. Watch it if y'all want to. NXT is the best product they have.
There it is.
We went into it knowing that we were going to have the match, finally have the rematch of Wesley versus Dominic Mysterio. We come to find out, we come back from commercial, I believe, to Wesley standing in the ring on a crutch. Before the Wesley segment, the first thing that set off was the women's last chance Iron Survivor qualifier match. Women's last chance Iron Survivor, was it a fatal 4-way? That match was good as hell. Roxanne showed out as usual.
Roxanne showed out. Kalani showed out as well. Kalani showed out in the talking segment later on.
She was talking. She was talking that shit during that promo segment. Sounded just like her friend.
Right. But the winner of this match was Fallon Henley.
Yeah.
So she's joining.
Henley won, which shocked me.
Mongo did say it should be her. Mongo did say that though. He said it should be Fallon. So Mongo got his wish because he loves him some Fallon. So then we come back from commercial, like Matt said, and Wes is on a crutch in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, Wes is on a crutch. He gives a speech. I immediately was like, what is wrong with him? Because last week you was walking, you just got named #1 contender. So what didn't happen between last Tuesday and this Tuesday?
Right.
Come to find out, he gives his whole speech saying that he's in excruciating pain just standing there. He can't legs. He can't feel his toes.
And the minute that man said that, I jumped in the chat and said, what the shit is this? Wes got the sciatica?
And about 5 minutes later, after he gets out he says, I cannot wrestle at Deadline. Dominic comes out, rubs it in his face. At this point, y'all always hear us talking about fantasy. I'm like, there's only one person I could possibly think of that could be facing him again. Please turn up that dragon music. And sure enough, Rey Mysterio came out. Well, Rey Mysterio came on the screen. And then he said, it'll be Dragon Lee. So I will get my wish for Dragon Lee because it's time. The people love Dragon Lee. If y'all didn't see over the weekend, the man exchanged masks with a fan ringside.
Right.
You didn't see his face. I sat there and looked at that video. I was like, yo, that was cold how he did that.
He put the t-shirt over his head, took the mask off so his face was never seen, and gave this kid his mask. Dragon Lee posed shirtless in some overalls with 2 wolves.
Damn.
You don't get no.
When I said that,
you don't get no colder than that. That's cold.
Our numbers was going up. I said, yeah, this is how I'm about to start showing up to the podcast. And it was Dragon Lee in some overalls with two wolves just next to him. When Wes gets taken out, I'm salty. He's got to get back surgery. He's going to be out for the next basically year. And someone basically said, we're not going to see him, if you think about it, because it's December. We're not going to see him until 2025, y'all.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
2 years.
Pretty much. It sounds like basically what it sounds like, because even Booker said it after I said, "Yo, it sounds like West got sciatica over here. And he probably got something laying on his nerve. He probably got a herniated or slip disc." Booker said, "I've been down with sciatica before for like 3 months, so I know what West is going through." I said, "Yo."
Well, shit. Like, we thought Kenny was joking, and here is here's King Booker with a second opinion. Like, yep, that's adequate.
That's that Attica. That's that Attica. I know that side. Listen, it's a motto. It's a motto. Oh yeah.
We will see you in 2025. Me and Mongo were just saying, man, like if he loses, what can they do with him? He has to go to the main roster. Something's got to happen. Nope, he's getting surgery. So they just threw all that out the window.
Right. Listen, here's something that happened on NXT last night that we kind of just slipped around. We didn't even mention it in the chat. Crazy ass Joe Gacy. I love him back.
I'm so. I don't know what this new gimmick they're doing with him, because there was one.
He's like a psycho fan.
It was one promo where people were shook, where it looked like he committed suicide. He jumped off the building, and I was like, oh no, like what the hell? What is this?
And now he's popping up at ringside, hiding behind Michael Vick, hiding behind Vic Joseph, talking about Vic, I love you. Great job. You're doing a great job. Giving him the thumbs up. Like, is this a new version of Sanity?
I don't even know. Like, between that gimmick, and then Ava Raine, a.k.a. Rock's daughter, just out of nowhere, just having power to be booking matches because she broke up that fight backstage. And then next week, she's like, yeah, y'all going to be fighting. Y'all want to fight? Yeah, we going to make it happen. Then next week, she's like, yeah, they're going to be fighting at Deadline in a steel cage match. I said, when did you get powers? When did you get enough authority you can just walk into Shawn Michaels' office and be like, yeah, they need to fight? I'm still
big old point. Who the fuck are you? Like, that's what that one is.
I was so confused when that happened. We also had Lola Vice versus Tatum Paxley. Tatum Paxley is now creepy now.
Right. And Lola Vice is still Lola Vice.
Yeah, Lola Vice. This is just them making sure to remind us that Lola Vice is the NXT Women's Breakout winner, and that she's at all that in a bag of chips in more ways than one.
You heard me. And then we had the Alpha Academy.
Yeah, we get Alpha Academy. We get a brief little interaction between Axiom and Nathan Frazier, a.k.a. Megamind. We don't care about them. Alpha Academy versus Metaphor. And the highlight of that match, the reason Last Legend is my favorite of the group.
Your girl slammed Otis.
And I said, me next.
She picked up Otis and slammed his ass. And I heard Matt all the way from Kentucky scream,
that, man, once I found out she had the basketball background, I was like, all right. Then I looked at her play. I was like, oh, shoot, that was her. I was like, yo, she be killing it. Then I see her, I would look at her wrestle, like, okay, she trash. And I see her low-key get better. I'm like, all right, you getting better. Then they put her with Noam Dar, and I'm like, he plays off so good with the black girls.
Yeah, Noam love to swirl.
Right, like she feeds him, he feeds, like they eat off of each other so well. They play off of each other so well. So it's now you're slowly seeing her get the total package put together. Where before she was just a name. Now you see her do stuff like, oh, her slamming Otis is like her saying, I'm here. Like, y'all thought I was playing. I'm here. Y'all thought this was a game. I'm taking this serious.
Don't sleep on me.
Because last time I checked, the only person that's picked up Otis was Bianca. She had him on her back.
Right, for that little challenge thing.
So, like, black girl man.
There's grown men that can't lift Otis.
Right. I really wouldn't be shocked. It's between either her or Kalani, I believe.
You know what? We'll find out. You'll find out our thoughts when you join us tomorrow when we have our prediction show.
Oh, you know he is. You know he is. He want that belt.
Right. After the Alpha Academy metaphor match, they jump right into the quote-unquote Women's Summit, where all the women who are going to be in the Iron Survivor match are sitting there talking, and it's Byron Saxton hosting. Don't know why.
I know I did a quick look up when I was like, Byron?
Yeah. Byron Saxton. And then he threw a hinty fit. I told you don't do this. You promised you wouldn't. Byron Saxton is hosting. You had now the Iron Survivors women's match. Since it's complete, is Tiffany Stratton, Lash Legend, Blair Davenport, Kalani Jordan, and Fallon. Yo, that right there. So the girls are going back and forth. Saxon throws his little temper tantrum. You said you wouldn't do this. And as Batty said, Fallon said, you know what? I ain't here for all this talking. Yeehaw, bitch. And slapped the shit out of Tiffany's titty. Oh, Dior. Wow.
I thought that was because I'm like, I know Tiffany could talk. I don't know about the rest of them. Kalani held her on because she's up there. If y'all didn't know, she dates Carmelo Hayes.
And she was talking that shit. You can tell he wrote some shit for him.
She was talking in the same cadence where he talks, I am Carmelo Hayes. And I am him. Watch that stuff back. She sounds just like her dude. She sounds just like him. She was talking it, though. I liked it. Because I didn't think she could even cut a promo. But they are slowly pushing her. That's why she didn't win the breakout. She's already the breakout.
Right.
But all this talk, that's going to be a good-ass match. I can't wait.
It really is. It really is. That they got me actually hyped for that match. I can't lie. I am actually looking forward to this match. And all hell breaks out. The women are beating the hell out of each other. Bunch of referees come in and try to break it up. Lash held her own. You got to think about the style that Lash is giving off. The style that Lash is giving off is what made her her promos and her talking in that segment work. Lash is definitely giving off the She's definitely giving off the bougetto vibe, the bougie ghetto chick. She's definitely supposed to be giving off that vibe with what she's doing, and it worked for that. It worked for that because she was hitting them back with shit. I mean, it was a little dated. You could tell Shawn Michaels wrote a couple of lines. So she was like, bro, Jamie Foxx? We ain't did that in years, bro. Like, come on, Shawn. Come on back. You was here with us and you slipped back, Shawn. Come on. So the women are beating the hell out of each other. They try to get them back into the locker room area. So now you got Nathan Frazier and Axiom getting ready to do their fight. They do about 4 or 5 moves, and the women spill out into that shit. The ref called a DQ. I don't get that.
They said
they changed it.
It
Yeah,
was
they changed it. But I'm like, at first he called the DQ, and I'm like, why? Like, why?
like all that happened, and then Nikita Lyons pops up, and then they're like, "Oh shoot, she's back." I'm like, "She was back last week, but okay." Andre
Right.
Chase told us that he gambled all the money away, and so
Andre Chase is that uncle you can't leave your purse around. Andre Chase said he gambled everything away and then had to borrow from a third party, aka the family,
right
to pay it off, and he can't pay them back.
So he's screwed, and then right after that, we get Trick on Carmelo. He on Carmelo's ass saying like, "Hey, I seen the footage because NXT Anonymous showed some footage of them dapping each other up." Trick leaves, then Melo calls somebody up on the phone, then he walks out. So he's still thinking, "Oh, you called somebody to get me jumped." He's like, "No, it ain't what it looked like." He says, "Well, you gonna figure it out."
I need an answer.
He said, "You better figure it out." Which leads us into...
That was the funniest line of that whole Andre Chase shit. He said, "What can we do besides selling my trophy? Because I'm not selling my trophy."
Selling my trophy. I'm not selling my trophy.
Right.
We get the last chance Iron Survivor qualifying match. Carmelo Hayes, Joe Coffey, Tyler Bate, and Eddie Ford, a.k.a. John Redcorn. I definitely thought Carmelo... I'm like, I doubt Carmelo would win. I knew Joe Coffey wasn't going to win. And we knew sure as hell John Redcorn wasn't going to win. So
it had to be my boy Tyler Bates.
The big strong boy. Tyler Bates.
That's the bait.
Deadline. And right as soon as they end that, we get the summit for the men. And it wasn't as good as the women, but it was decent. Everybody had their chance to talk. I do love the simple fact after that they told us that Trick said he's going to close the show. They already told us what the opening match is going to be. It's going to be Lexis King versus Carmelo, because Melo said, he's like, "Hey, I ain't win that match.
Enough is enough."
Right. I'm tired of him talking shit. So we're starting at the first show. The first prediction for Deadline will be Lexis King versus Carmelo Hayes. Who gonna win? Glad I don't own Carmelo Hayes, because that might be a straight up -6.
Right.
But I'm with Melo. Enough is enough. We tired of this dude. We're tired of this. Either somebody turning on somebody, either he the dude that did it or what. But it's time to end this. Let's end it. Then going back to AEW, we got...
Hold on. No. This man didn't get whooped. This man got deaded.
Eddie
he got deaded. He got deaded.
Also, they also brought up, because me and Mongo brought it up yesterday. I had asked Mongo, I said, when are they going to bring up something about the men's breakout tournament? They did. They showed all those dudes, and none of them really stick out to me. So that's just going to be a real wait and see on who is going to win, because these are truly some breakouts. They ain't like when Melo popped up and won. At least we kind of knew who Melo was. After a bit, we don't know who none of these do. I knew who that Lucis, that dude, the lawyer dude, because I seen him get beat up a bunch of times on NXT Level Up. But the rest of them dudes, I don't know who y'all are. But yeah, we won't be picking y'all up in fantasy. We ain't that desperate.
You know what's the bullshit?
What?
The whole breakout scenario would have went a completely different way if old Donkey hadn't fucked it up.
Yeah, because that would have led to a Keith Lee heel turn.
And then that would have led to them going to get outside stars again for this little breakout tournament to introduce them to us in NXT. But no. Donkey had to go and fuck that up.
Is going. Speaking of AEW, because Keith Lee is in AEW after they dropped the ball. We got Timeless Tony Storm defending the AEW Women's Championship against Skablu.
AKA, this match is brought to you by a whole lot of ass.
Basically. Then we got more Continental Classic action. For the Blue League, we got Brody King leading that part of it. But I believe tonight, the Gold League, we got Mox versus Roosh. That's
another win for Mox.
That is the destruction. We got Swerve versus Mark Briscoe.
Another win for my boys. We're not dry. We're not dry.
And then you got a battle of the J. Versus Jay Lethal. Which Jay is going to win? The white one or the lethal one?
I'm going to go whitey.
Yeah.
On this one.
He's going to whoop that lethal ass.
On this one, I got to go with the white guy. I think he going to win. Like, sorry.
White is going to whoop that ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not even going to... It'll be a good match. It'll be a good, decent match. But, I mean, tonight should be a fairly decent show. It's a good 2 hours. It will fly by.
Definitely will.
You're getting 2 title matches, 3 Continental Classic Gold League matches, and you're going to see Samoa Joe basically wrestle 2 people because MJF ain't about to be doing nothing in that match.
Not a damn thing. That MJF got 1 leg and half a titty. He ain't doing anything except standing there. Okay? Trust me. Not happening. So whoever these goons are, they aren't going to be anybody spectacular, I don't think. Because it's got to be somebody that Samoa Joe can choke out really quick. It's got to be people that Samoa Joe can choke out really, really quick.
They'll probably be... I don't even know who they could possibly be. But
probably the Guns.
Impressive, I doubt.
Probably the Guns. Or something like that. It can't be anybody that's too impressive. Like we said, MJF is hurt. Samoa Joe. They need somebody that's going to jump off a rope so Samoa Joe can walk away. And then they just need another person that he could throw over the rope while he chokes out the other person.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what you need. So whoever's local. Whoever's local.
Because if anything, they'll probably be in some type of devil get up. I doubt we'll even know who they are. If they're then I mean that's cool, but it's a good little time waster to get us to Adam versus Christian.
Pretty much, which is the main event.
Right. That is definitely the main event.
Well, folks, I think we have given you everything that you will need for tonight's wrestling show. We went over Dynamite.
Yeah, y'all got the NXT review. You got the AEW Dynamite preview. Y'all should be sufficiently electrified for this Wednesday night.
All right, and don't forget, Under the Ring Podcast, our normal show will be airing tomorrow, 8:45-ish. Y'all know, heavy on the ish, but we will be starting it as soon as possible. Don't forget to follow us at facebook.com/Under the Ring Pod and twitch.tv/Under the Ring Pod. Plain and simple, if you follow the page, you'll never miss a show. Whatever social streaming whatever streaming that you're watching us on, hit subscribe, follow us. Doesn't hurt. And don't forget, you can also find us at Linktree/Under the Ring Pod. There you'll find our boy Greg Bush SK, me, Rock Ribs 44, Mike, Mr. Freshbeard, Matt, The Right Answer, Street Team Captain Boriel Maliente, Special Correspondent Justin D. Baxley. Yep, this what. Damn. Yo, that's pretty funny. Well, folks, as always, we thank y'all for joining us. Damn, Reggie, she said never ever again. You ain't seeing it. You ain't seeing it. You better fight for it. Hey.
You better get your titles back. You better get your titles back.
Folks.